Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Narito na naman po ako, si Peter Serrano para sa Pilipinas, Attitude ba? An original program brought to you by 3 p.m. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Pilipinas muna. Magandang gabi po ating mga ka-3 p.m. Ngayon pong gabi we are going to be having a very, very light yet very as usual, we try to inform ourselves dahil dito naman sa 3 p.m. we always want to learn together things. We want to be more informed than what we just see or what we cannot and do not see on mainstream media. Kaya nga po ang motivation namin dito sa 3 p.m. is to give us, kaming mga ka-3 p.m. ninyo dito at kayong mga ka-3 p.m. namin ng mga impormasyon na mahalaga para sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. Kagaya ngayon, alam naman natin na napakataas ng divisiveness na nangyayari between the Pinklawan, Dilawan, and the DDS and the BBM supporters. Malaki po ang ngayon ng battle. Kahit nga po ang DDS at ang BBM supporters nagkakaroon din ng iringan. Pero kagaya po ng panawagan ng mga social media superstars like Attorney Trixie, the Luminous page, sila Mark Lopez. At nananawagan din kami dito sa 3 p.m. na pag BBM supporter ka at DDS ka, hindi po tayo dapat nag-aaway-away. Dapat magkakakampi tayo. Asar-asarin lang natin yung mga Pinklawan. Kayo, at speaking of that, naraasar-asar, syempre, especially yung I cannot imagine what's happening in the minds, in the hearts, in the souls, and what's really happening within the person of those who are handling the campaign trail, hindi pa nga kampanya the PR people who are responsible sa kampanya ni Leni Robredo na I don't want to be in their shoes. But anyway, ang toxic yan naging toxic na tayo. Ako nga minsan, meron kasi akong sa Instagram ko, that's where I put first my post, yung mga pang-iinis ko. Siyempre, iniinis sila tayo, so iniinis ko din sila. Yung mga pang-iinis ko, nalagay ko sa Instagram. And I only allowed one Dilawan to be in my account. Yan, busit-busitin niya ako. Ganyan. Siya lang ang inaalaw ko doon. Tapos welcome ko siya. Sinasabi ko sa kanya, hi, enjoy my page. Diyan ka lang, huwag ka aalis. Tapos pagka binabash siya ng mga followers ko, ang sinasabi ko sa kanya, hi, shout out from Davao. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Sinasabi ko sa kanya, "O, diyan ka lang." Tapos 'pag binabash siya ng mga followers ko, sinasabi ko do'n sa followers ko, "Huwag niyo nang pansinin, hayaan niyo lang 'yan diyan. Kasi kailangan niya ng kausap, baka matuluyan na mahibang 'yan." Ginaganon-ganon ko lang siya do'n sa page ko. But if you think about it again, how hard is it for that person to always come up and makipagdebatehan ng wit sa akin at sa mga followers ko? Eh, siyempre mahirap din sa kanya kasi nag-iisa siya. Ewan ko, matatag siya, baala siya. Eh, kung ayaw niya umalis, 'di wag siya umalis. Ako hindi ko siya iba-block. But sabi ko nga sa kanya, "I only allow you, only you to be in my page and enjoy bashing me." Sabi ko, "Baka naman magtawag ka pa." Ginaganon ko na lang siya. Adaan ko na lang siya sa ganyan. And all these toxic things, kailangan din natin pag-usapan dito. That's why we invited somebody whom my team met. Hi, Fred! I miss ko na kayo. Tagal na natin nagkikita. Anyway, we met her. We were eating in a restaurant. Me and my colleagues dito sa 3PM, and we met this wonderful lady who was there because yung owner ng restaurant is her friend. So na-meet namin siya, and we found out that she's actually a life coach. She's also a landscape artist, and meron siyang kakaibang tawag mo dito, gift. She's gifted to read people. Huwag na natin patagalin. Let's welcome on the show Miss Mina India, or Irmina India. Hi, Mina.
Cheers.
There, I thought you're on mute. Hi, good evening, Mina.
Good evening, Peter.
We're so
It's
happy.
nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. Thank you, Mina, for
Uh,
giving us your time. Kasi alam naman namin na busy ka. Si Mina po kasi is a mother of 5, a wife, and a working mom. So you can just imagine the schedule she maintains every day. Kamusta naman ang everyday mo, Mina?
well, I just came from work. I'm also a city government employee of the Marinas.
Oh.
So, with my friends. So, yun. Okay naman. We can handle naman things.
How are you handling it? Siyempre, ikaw, nagbabigay ka ng mga payo being a life coach. How do you handle stress?
Actually, stress is just a mind. So, if you keep on focusing on the positive things, masasantabi mo yung stress eh. It's more of focusing on the positive, being grateful for everything that happens in your life, even it's not good, or sabi natin not that good, but still there's a lesson to be learned.
Every
Kaya
day.
yun. And I do meditation.
You
Yun
do
pa.
meditation.
Yeah, I did.
Actually, nung magkasama kami the first time we met, Mina and I, sabi niya, tuturuan niya ako mag-meditate. Pero syempre, naunahan na namin siya ng mga tanong namin, hindi na ako naturuan. Pero hihingi tayo ng tip kay Mina mamaya how to meditate. Para naman meron tayong power over this very toxic happenings right now in the social media. Ikaw ba, Mina, very active ka ba sa social media?
Yes, I do. Because I have 5 children and 4 of them are studying. You know naman nowadays it's online basis study. So I need to keep posted with what my children's doing eh.
Bilang active ka sa social media, ano nararamdaman mo tuwing nakikita mo may mga nagbabangayan na halos araw-araw, maya't-maya, minuminuto, oras-oras?
Honestly speaking, natatawa ako kasi parang they are not growing. You know, sana yung social media, we use the social media for learning, as a learning tool. Kasi actually, ito yung, I was a computer science graduate. So when the first time I entered sa course ko, yung teacher namin, as I remember, taught us na parang itong technology natin will be a fast-facing technology. And ito na nga, nangyari na nga. So, online and everything. So, parang nakakalungkot lang na mataas na yung ano natin sa technology, but then we are not using it in a proper way, in a way na magiging mas productive for everybody.
So, what are you going to advise us, kami mga Ako, I'm very active kasi I am trying to defend the president and this administration because Mina, that's why we kami na-meet mo si Emil, na-meet mo si Mac, you just met Lilibet, yung mga kasamahan ko dito sa 3 p.m. We put up 3 p.m. this particular show, Ano Pilipinas sa Attitude Pa, dahil wala talaga kaming nakukuha eh. Walang nakukuha ang mga tao sa mainstream media. And you know naman that social media is the new source of information. So might as well make a use of it. Yun ang naisip namin. That's why we came up with this. And gladly, yung mga nagiging guests naman namin like you are experts in the field of what we want to discuss at the moment. So, yung sa ganung sistema ba, Mina, sa tingin mo ba, how are people going to maintain learning from social media rather than stressing themselves out?
You know, Peter, we also need to detoxify what we are sharing. Kasi from what you are sharing, it's a chain. It will going to be a chain. Like, if you're going to share a negative thoughts or a negative things, so, lalaki yon. So, dapat, in ourselves, we start that changes. So, like, ako, I keep on sharing mga positive insight, positive thoughts, ganun. Kaya lang ngayon kasi, nakakatawa na parang sabihin natin, nakakasadde na there's a lot of keyboard warriors. Ano yung tawag doon sa mga taong nakikipagbangayan sa Facebook, sa comments, yung ganyan. So parang dapat you are very, very careful on what you are saying. Or what you are typing. Kasi you cannot, you cannot erase that na eh. Once na you click it, sabi nga, di ba, you have the responsibility to click.
Think
so
and
before
click.
Clicking, think before you click.
Yeah. Pero ngayon meron ng tagatanggal na mga nilalagay natin doon. Ang tinatawag nilang fact checkers. They're the ones eliminating your post for you na tututusin mo sa invasion of your space because it is a space. And nung kinausap ko kasi namin si Darwin Cañete, he described Facebook as a private business that you get yourself into that space. And you have to accept the idea that they can do whatever they want to do to your account. But ako naman, thinking about it kasi few weeks yun naging guest namin si Attorney Cañete. I was thinking, I got into that space, I make money for you because it's us who gives Facebook their earnings. Kasi kung wala namang tao dyan sa loob ng Facebook, wala naman silang kikitain, di ba? So I guess they also have to consider, Facebook, if you're listening, they also have to consider the fact that this is our space, this is our account. Unless if I am already promoting sedition, I'm already promoting harm for other people, I don't think that they have the right to eliminate whatever post I make. Yun naman ang ko dyan. That's why siguro nagiging toxic. Ngayon, Mina, kasi nga nag-aaway-away kami, ako nakikipag-away ako din talaga eh. In fact, actually, hindi ako nakikipag-away. I'm sorry. I take that back. Hindi ako nakikipag-away. Nagpo-post ako. Inaaway ako because of my posts. I mean, ako hindi ako nakikipag-away, especially to my ex-friends because they have unfriended me literally and figuratively. They get into my page and they comment on my post. And then hindi ko sila sinasagot kapag kaibigan ko. Sila, kapag nakikita ko pinagmumura nila si President Duterte, sinasabihin nila kung anong kasinungalingan, hindi ako nagko-comment doon. I just let them in because that's their space. Ngayon, Nina, sa ganong klaseng mindset ng ibang tao, how would you tell them to deal with how they feel at the moment? Kasi feeling yun, it's a burst of emotion, hindi ba? Kaya nga sila napapa-comment sa mga post ko eh. What can you tell them?
Sa akin kasi, like, yung mga taong mahilig mang-bash, di ba? They are the one that we call them, mga basher. Those people really have this, sabihin natin, low EQ eh. I can say that eh. Kasi, lagi kang gumagawa ng bagay out of emotion. If you know how to handle your emotion, you have at least a high on average emotional quotient. So these people has a low emotional quotient, and then sometimes the reason why they keep on doing this is because that they also, I mean, mirroring of self. The reason why you judge the person
Redeeming
is
of self.
because
Is that what you say? Is that what you said? Redeeming of self? Mm-hmm.
kasi nakikita mo yung weakness mo, yun yung nakikita mo. Yun ang nakikita ko dyan sa mga ganyan. Usually if you are a strong person, you never think negative to other person kasi you know your stand eh. Kilala mo yung sarili mo eh. But if you are, parang nakakakita ka ng hindi maganda sa'yo, instead of you growing yourself, ang nangyayari, you keep on blaming to other people. That's the problem of the Filipino people actually. Not only, or sabihin natin, an individual. Most of them kasi, para lang pagtakpan nila yung kahinaan nila, they will keep on thinking negative or throwing negative things to the people, to the person.
So parang mindset din yan ng tinatawag nating bullies, hindi ba?
Yes, it is also a mindset. Kasi kung kaya sila nagiging ganon, nasa mindset nila na it's a defense mechanism also. Na pag ayaw mo makita yung pagkakamali mo, so your defense is to touch somebody's weakness.
Oh, that's a sad thing to have. Ako, dahil tayo dalawa lang naman ang magkausap. Kasi ako, I am a very straightforward person. I mean, I do not sugarcoat. Hindi naman ako that I say what I want. Hindi naman ako tactless. But I can have the tendency to be tactless, especially if the person deserves it. May ganun naman ako. Pero I do not really go out every time to malign a person. Kasi maligning yan eh, di ba? Pagka medyo nakapag-isip ka ng hindi maganda tungkol sa ibang tao, tapos i-vocalize mo, sabihin na natin vocalize yung pagsusulat mo sa social media, pagko-comment mo. Tapos vocalize mo, iba yun, na vocalize mo yung bad thought mo, di ba?
Yeah. And then, at the same time kasi, kaya mo nakikita yun nga yung may kulang kasi sarili mo eh. It's more about yourself. Whatever you do to others is a reflection of yourself. If you do good to other people, if you keep on doing good to other people, you are a good person inside you. Kasi sometimes some people, they just sugarcoat their attitude. Parang, eto sila, kunwari, okay, I keep on telling mahinahon things, ganito. Naman, di ba, some of the politicians are running now, mahinahon sila, ganyan. But the intention is not whole. Then, meron namang isang politician na tough, ganyan, ganito, ganan, ang magsalita, grabe, antindi. But the intention of that person is talagang totoo.
Sincere.
Yes, the sincerity is there.
Yeah.
But kasi, kung ang intention mo is hindi maganda, lalabas at lalabas yan.
Yes. As ako said, Mina, I am a theater actor. Kagabi lang, I was in a birthday party nung aking kaibigan. Tapos yung pamangkin niya doon, kasi we've been best friends for 30 years. Tapos yung isang bata doon, lumaki na, who's now studying theater arts sa Mint Academy. So, nung nalaman ko na yun ang kanyang interest, so I spoke with them. Sabi ko, no matter what you want to do, kasi gusto niya raw maging artista, maging actor, director, and playwright. Sabi ko, you cannot serve 3 masters all at the same time. You have to choose one and better yourself first with one. And then I said, hello, Ate Mina, si Kit Kat, kilala mo ba ito? From Dasma, Cavite. Ayan. So, sinabi niya ganyan, akala ko kasi yung friend ko, nagulat ako. Anyway, sinabi ko sa kanya na whatever you do, be sincere. Exactly. That's what you're saying. Be sincere with whatever you do, especially in acting. Because in acting, makikita, ang conviction mo, makikita sa sincerity mo when you are acting. Ngayon, pag hindi ka hindi mataas ang conviction mo, ibig sabihin hindi mataas ang sincerity mo. So I was actually talking about what you were just saying right now kanina, na yung
Mm.
sincerity. Kasi 'di ba, wala naman sila maibatikos kay President Duterte pagdating sa trabaho eh. 'Di ba? Sinasabi na nila bastos ang bibig. Yung
Ah,
gano'n. Tapos, oo. Pero if
oo.
you think about it again, if you look at his body of work and what he's achieved in 5 years of his presidency, given the pandemic, it's amazing.
Mm.
Di
Yeah,
ba?
actually, you know what? I am not pro and I am not anti-Duterte. I'm in
Yeah.
just in the middle, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, kaya lang ako kasi lumaki ako sa tough mother eh. Yung nanay ko is
Mm.
very tough eh.
Oo.
Nagsasalita talaga siya ng bad words. Tawag nga namin doon
Okay.
si Duterte eh. Sabi namin, oy si
Okay.
Duterte. Oo, talaga. She's really that tough. So,
Oo.
pero the sincerity of my mother is really there to lead
Mm.
us in a right path, to really bring
Mm.
us in a good future. So I think
Mm.
walang masama sa pagsasalita ng bad words. Para sa akin, mas pangit yung sinusugarcoat mo yung isang bagay, but then walang laman.
Mm. Mm.
Very important
Matamis
sa
lang,
akin.
masakit lang sa ngipin. Pero wala ka nakuhang
Maglalagay lang ng cavity sa ipin.
oo.
But you know, it is really in the sincerity or in the intention. The intention of the person is very important.
Mm.
Whatever you
Mm.
do, whatever job that you have, if you have sincerity, if you have good intention in everything that you do, everything will go with the flow smoothly.
Ngayon, Nina, ako question, I'm sure marami nag-iisip nito. Wala naman tayo, hindi naman tayo perfect eh. I
Mm-mm.
believe that no individual is perfect. Pero yung imperfection ng pagiging masama ang ugali, of course, naka-encounter na tayo yan many, many times, di ba? Yung mga
Yeah.
marites na tinatawag natin.
Oo.
Oo, yung mga marites na walang ginawa kundi chumismis, manira ng buhay ng ibang tao, siraan ng
Mm.
kapwa. Ano kaya what's in their mind? Sa iyong pag-aaral nito as being a life coach, what goes in a mind of a chismosa? And I'm not talking about a heavily chismosa person na parang ito na ang kanyang almusal, tanghalian, merienda, hapunan. Parang ganyan.
Actually, let's go back to the basics. 0 to 7 years old is a very important formation period ng isang bata.
Mhm.
So, pag na-form yung isang bata, kaya nga 'di ba ang may kasabihan na wala tong good morals and right conduct.
Mm.
So, from there pa lang, pagka pinapalaki pa lang yung bata with the standard ng good values and morals, lalaki yan ng maayos. So, itong mga
Mhm.
sabi nating marites na to, totoo yung may mga tinatawag na kulang sa orga, yung love and compassion from the family is
Mhm.
hindi naging ganun ka-strong. That's the reason why marami nga yung mga bata na medyo matigas ang ulo or I can say matigas talaga ang ulo.
Mm.
Like yung mga keyboard warriors. Kasi hindi sila nabigyan ng full attention ng mga bata pa sila.
Mhm. You think,
This,
so you're talking about ang nakukuha ko dito, you're talking about core value.
yes, core value. Talagang that's very important.
Mm.
Especially yung basic formation ng bata, 0 to 7. So itong mga marites na to, I can say na nagkaroon talaga ng problem on their growing ups na hindi nila naayos yung core values. It's very important
Oo.
eh.
Oo. Well, ako
Hmm.
din naniniwala ako diyan ang lagi sinasabi ng nanay ko nung nabubuhay pa siya, charity begins at home. Yan ang
Mm.
kasabihan ng mga magulang. I'm sure you've heard that from your mother as well. Kasi yung mga lumang tao, yan ang lagi nilang sinasabi. Charity begins at home. I hear it from my mom. I hear it from some old people na naka-age mama ko when I was growing up. Oo, naniniwala din ako diyan. Pero hindi ba, ayoko naman isisi ng todo sa magulang kung anong kinalabasan ng bata. Do you believe that and also the environment? Kasi you have to understand,
Mm.
especially now, that the children at the age of 3, pinapasok mo sa eskwelahan ng mga magulang. Kumbaga, hiniwalay mo na sa iyo yung mga anak mo. At a very age, junior kinder mo na. Do you
Mm.
think it helps the children na being away from their parents at that early age?
No. Yun nga kaya nga I'm telling 0 to 7 years old is a formative years. That's very important na dapat guidance ng parent pa. Tapos aside from that, yung environment factor na nasa paligid, at isa pa ngayon, yung social media influence. Yung
Yan,
influence ng social media was really a big hit to children nowadays. Kaya tinan mo yung mga keyboard warriors, they are millennials 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. Kaya sila ganun kasi most of their times nandoon nakatutok sa social media. Nakatutok sa Facebook, nakatutok sa YouTube, sa Instagram, everything So, ang nangyayari dyan, actually, nakakalungkot. Yung social media, parang kinakain ng buo yung mga bata, yung mga tao. Kaya lumalaki sila na ganyan.
So, ako kasi, I would want to be responsible with what I post. Sana. Hindi mo nagpo-post ng mga bastos, ano? I do not post pornography. Wala naman akong ganyan. I do not post anything that could, sa judgment ko, can corrupt children. Wala naman akong ganyan. Except, sometimes, pag nagagalit ako, I tend to be, nakakagamit ako ng masasamang salita. And gladly, I have my brother na pag nagagawa ko yon, he will call me and call me out on that. Kasi, Tito, ba't ka nagmumura? Ganyan-ganyan. I-edit mo yan, tanggalin mo yung mura. Pero syempre, habang galit pa ako, naiinis ako sa kanya why he's calling me out. But of course, I know deep within me, tama siya. Diba? So, ako naman, sabi, that's a responsibility ko yon. Dapat, as an individual, kung gusto ko makapagturo na maganda sa mga kabataan. But I also believe I'm not your parent. You have your parents to do that for you. Why aren't your parents doing it for you? Diba? Why should I be responsible? Is that a good attitude ba, Nina? What I am saying right now na wala akong responsibilidad sa iyo kasi dapat magulang mo may hawak sa iyo. Tama bang attitude 'yon?
For me, mas maganda kung we share also what we think na maganda. Like for example, ako, kahit hindi ako parent, sa office kasi ang tawag sa akin ng mga younger, office mate is mama. So I keep on telling them na ito kasi mas matanda ako sa inyo. Kung nag-asawa ako ng mga bata pa ako, naglandi ako, anak ko na kayo. So, dapat you are very careful with what you think, with what you said, everything dapat pag-iisipan mong maigi. Kasi you cannot get back on that na Once na nasabi mo yun, nagawa mo yun, it's done.
Oo. At saka kahit tanggalin nyo ng magigiting nating beer ng fact checkers, may screenshot na po na tinatawag. So, pag meron kang nagawa, i-screenshot yan ng mga tao, tapos ibabalik nila sa atin yan, hindi ba?
Exactly. Tsaka labanan ngayon sa social media, screenshot. Pag nag-aaway minsan, screenshot. Parang yun yung evidence mo. But Peter, kasi din actually, ang may mas malaking responsibility in raising good people is really yung ating tayo as parent. Tayo talagang dapat na responsible dyan. We have to attend to the needs of our children. Ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, pagka makulit ang bata, ito cellphone. Maglaro ka dyan.
Alam mo, naka-encounter ako ng ganyan, Mina. I was about to meet Emil and Max sa Ortigas. Doon ako sa isang coffee shop nakaupo. Tapos beside me is a child, a girl, a daughter. Siguro she's about 4 or 5 years old. Or 5 or 6 years old, something like that. Hi, Jennifer. So ganyan ang age niya. Tapos kaharap niya yung kanyang mommy. And she keeps on talking. Mommy, I don't know. Maybe she wants to talk to the mother. And the mother is doing something. She was doing something. She was writing on her, I don't know, logbook or whatever. And what she did was, siguro nabibeer na siya sa anak niya, inabutan niya ng cellphone, nilagay niya sa game. Tapos, of course, the child went like that. Look at my heart broke. Kasi nakita ko yung mukha ng bata na she really wants sana to talk to the mom. But, okay, edi maglalaro na lang ako. Ayaw mo ko kausapin eh. But I don't know what it did to that 5 or 6-year-old girl. Diba? Because you want to talk to your mother. Siyempre, ayoko naman sabihin doon sa nanay na, Day, kausapin mo yung anak mo? gusto kong kausapin siya. Di ba mabubuisit sa akin yun? Diba? Hindi ko na pwede
Yes.
gawin yun. So,
Mm-mm.
so yung ganun yung na-encounter ko, ng realization na yan. And I see that to some of my people I know who also do that to their children. Na parang ako, ano ba?
Nakakasad.
What's 15 minutes, 20 minutes talk to your child? Well, I'm
Mm-mm.
childless, but I have my pamangkins. I like talking to my pamangkins all day whenever we're together. So, like
Oo.
that. Mm.
Yeah,
So, yung
yun.
ganon, Mina, how you being a life coach, nagkaroon ka na ba ng mga kliyente na ganon? I mean,
Ay,
parents who,
oo. Oo, I have lots. You know, at age of 10, nakamit na ako ng mga suicidal children. And I
10?
already met 10, yeah. And I already met one, nakakaawa talaga. Nag-succeed yung suicidal nung bata. Namatay talaga siya.
How,
Just because of the
what age
sleeper.
was that? What
Just
age
because
was that?
10 years old, a
10
boy.
years. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Yun nga kasi they are looking for attention. There's a category kasi. Tayo kasi mga baby bomber tayo. So we tend to be very strong and tough talaga. Talagang
Oo.
nung mga bata pa tayo, pagka na-depress tayo, sasabihin lang ng nanay natin sa atin, magugas ka ng pinggan,
Oo.
maglaba ka. Something like that, di ba?
Oo.
So parang, okay, I'm okay na. Hindi na ako depressed. Pero kasi nowadays
Kasi
kasi,
napagod na ako.
exactly.
Oo.
Ganun na nga. Kaya lang kasi ngayon kasi, yung mga nami-meet ko ng mga kino-coach ko ng mga anak ng mga working mother, tapos working dad, so walang ibang kasama sa
Mm,
bahay, kundi
mm,
yaya, tapos with
mm,
friends. So, yun yung sinasabi ko, from the basic is really very important in raising your child. So from there
mm.
kasi namomold mo yung social quotient, emotional quotient, intelligent quotient. Those are the key factors that one individual
So
really
it's
need.
social quotient,
Emotional
emotional quotient, and
and intelligent quotient.
intelligent quotient.
Yung
Mm.
intelligent naman kasi nahahasa naman yung the person to think. Pero yung emotional quotient kasi once na mababa yung self-esteem, yung emotional quotient ng bata, yun ang pinakamahirap.
Okay. Talking about emotional quotient, kung bata ka man na hindi ka na trained to be highly emotional, hindi naman yung drama queen, ano, iba na yon.
Hindi, hindi.
Ah, oo. Kung hindi ka na trained, kailan mo masasabi, Mina, that it was too late for the person to develop emotional quotient? Or is there such a thing as being too late?
Wala naman. There's no too
Wala.
late. There's still chance to develop your emotional quotient. Kasi
Mhm.
sometimes kasi it's just being aware of yourself. Self-awareness. So you need to be aware of your strength and your weaknesses. And you have to analyze all over those things.
Mm,
Like for
mm,
me,
mm.
ano ba yung strength ko? So ito yung strength ko. Ano ba yung weakness ko? So pagka alam mo yung weakness mo and aware ka of yourself, you can learn little by little. Hindi naman yan one pack na matututunan mo yan.
Mm, mm,
Kasi
mm.
meron din naman ako mga naging ni life coach before na sobrang bagsak ng emotional quotient nila na para bang feeling nila wala nang pag-asa yung buhay, lalo na when it comes to love life, to mga batang to. So pagka naman pinapakita mo sa kanila what the best or the good things about them, yun hanggang sa unti-unti magkakaroon sila ng self-confidence, maaayos nila yung sarili nila.
Okay. Now, you were saying na you're calling these millennials social media warriors, no? I don't know if they are. Kasi kung 15 ka, hindi ko man sinasabing bobo kayo. No offense meant to all underage. But at that age, you should just be learning about life, about literature, about
Mm.
history, and about things that you need to learn. Hindi ka warrior kasi hindi pa klaro kung anong pinaglalaban mo sa buhay. Tama ba ako, Mina?
Actually, totoo. Totoo. Alam mo, yung karamihan ng mga keyboard warrior na tinatawag ngayon, they are
A keyboard
millennials.
warrior. Uh-huh.
Keyboard
Uh-huh.
warrior, they are mostly millennials.
Oo, at
Kasi
hindi to
nga,
Mobile Legend, ha, guys. Ang
mm-mm.
being on your keyboard is not Mobile Legend. So, yeah.
Oo, mostly sa kanila mga millennials kasi nga ano yan, katulad yan, ngayon na pandemic, bored.
Oh, yeah.
Yan, di ba? One of the things that, alam mo yun, laging marami nagbabash. Unlike before, nung hindi pandemic, hindi masyadong marami nagbabash eh. Napansin mo yon?
Hindi ba? Teka
Walang
lang, let me
masyadong,
think. Kasi ako, ever since Duterte sat down, talaga nakikipagbakbakan na ako eh. Kami nila Emil eh. Oo,
eh,
lalo
pero,
ako pa naman, madali akong pindutin.
pero kasi before, parang hindi ganito katindi.
Probably.
Hindi ganito katindi. Lagi ako nasa Facebook eh. So, siguro magbabakbakan. Pero at least yung mga nagbabakbakan before, may mga laman. Alam mo yon, hindi sabaw, hindi lugaw yung binabakbak mo. Parang, you mean well. Kung may sasabihin ka,
Yeah.
may laman. So ngayon kasi, sa napapansin ko talaga, as I observe dun sa mga nagsasalitaan, nagsasagutan, mga keyboard warrior, most of them are so sabaw na talaga yung mga pinag-uusapan nila.
So yan. Yan ang isa sa toxic part ng social media right now, yung pasabawan, palugawan ng chika. Ako kasi, what I have observed is when it comes to these politicians that we have right now, especially the oppositions, na ang feeling ko, Nina, they are just igniting hatred. Kasi magsasalita sila ng ganito. Alam naman nila that the majority of the people support this president and support this administration as his rating shows, no? Pero iti-trigger nila, ang feeling ko, iti-trigger nila may sasabihin sila sa presidente that would really trigger what you say, the keyboard warriors to go to their computers, to go to their phones and makipagtanggulan, be it dinadaan sa joke and stuff like that. But you can feel the hate. So, ako, nagagawa ko yun eh. Pag nakabasa ako ng ganyan, nakarinig akong ganyan, ipopost ko agad. Screen capture ko, tapos lalaitin ko na very, very light. Yung gano'n. So, ginagawa ko yun. How, ikaw, being a life coach, tell me, ako, sa akin personally, tell me, what should I do to lessen my burst of emotion?
For me, first meditation. When you do meditation, I mean, not everybody are aware of doing meditation or not everybody are, parang okay with the meditation. Ako kasi, on my experience, pag feeling ko natotoxican ako doon sa tao, I detach myself muna. So, yun nga, you are the only one person who will be responsible to yourself. So, I detach myself and then I do meditation. And then from there, saka ako ngayon magsasalita ng alam ko na hindi ako mag-i-stool down dun sa level niya. Kung binabash niya ako, may ibibigay naman ako sa kanyang salita na mas magiging maganda na maiisip niya na, oops, teka lang, iba to. Kasi, if you keep on throwing, halimbawa, binato ka ng negative thoughts or negative na mga salita and you throw again negative, you're just igniting to keep on, alam mo yun, throwing negative thoughts and negative things and negative stuffs like that. Kasi, yung mga ano naman kasi, yung mga nasa social media, actually, isa pa, political strategy. They are doing it also to sabotage the political career of one person. So kasi ang iisipin nito, sige nga, itatry ko to. Alam mo, may mga ganyang tao eh. Gagalitin ko to. So pagka nagalit to, ayan, nasabotage na nga yung political career.
So yan nga dahil it's becoming very toxic, it has become personal actually. It has become very personal to a lot of people. Like they have ang dami ko na naririnig that families na talagang nag-away, not speaking to one another because of this. Friends who, decide friends who decide to unfriend somebody. I have been unfriended by so many people, but I do not unfriend, I do not block, except one. I do not block people, but they unfriend me, they block me, they bash me, but I just let everything happen, So, with that mindset, it's like kasi naging personal na talaga eh. It has become it's parang phenomenal na siya eh, in a sense, because hindi naman ganito nagsimula ang Facebook. Remember when Facebook was introduced to the Philippines way back in 2007? Kasi ako nagka-Facebook ako, I think 2000, late 2008 or 2009, something like that. It was so much fun. It was just fun. Farmville, Plants versus Zombies, getting in touch with your friends, paglo-load ka ng lahat ng pictures mo. Nakakatuwa na very immediate na yung paglo-load ng picture. Hindi ka na magpupunta ng YKL or ng Fujifilm or Kodak para hintayin mo ma-develop yung pictures. And of course, the technology has become very, very fun. It was that. But now, it has turned into something like this. Marami pa naman. I have friends. Like I have a friend in Paris na wala siyang political ang nilalagay niya lang kanyang mga takbo sa mga castles in Paris, sa mga churches in Paris. May mga ganyan pa rin naman, but majority has become really toxic and it's become really different from how it began.
Yeah.
So ikaw, bilang life coach, nakita mo to, I'm sure very observant ka. Paano kami umabot sa ganito? Kasi ikaw, nakikita ko na bago tayong friends, syempre, in-stalk ko yung page mo. Wala ka namang everything as your projects and everything like that. You are one of those people. How do you think we reach this state where we are right now?
First, yung pandemya. Actually, this pandemic gave us two phases. The first phase is the sad phase. The sad phase is because that ang daming naghiwalay na family, ang daming family nag-broke up, relationship broke up, and then nagkaroon tayo ng time to be together as a family. Kaya lang dahil nga naging busy everybody, so naging bored. So walang ibang naging shock absorber ng boredom ng mga tao is the social media. So everybody is putting all their emotions to sa social media. Meron iba na bago mag-suicide, that? Merong isang nag-vlog na artist yun eh. Band leader, siya na nag-jump siya sa building while having the live. So, those are the things that happen eh. So, parang doon nila nilalagay sa social media. So, ang nakikita ko dyan, dapat tayo as personal user ng mga Facebook account natin, we have also to limit yung mga ipopost natin sa Facebook. We have to be responsible to ourselves. Yung responsibility mo na, teka lang, pag-isipan ko munang maigi kung ipopost ko ba to o hindi. Kasi you cannot change the person eh. You can only change yourself. Diba? So
ngayon na yung changing yourself, changing because you cannot, as ako nga pag nakikipagtalo ako, you cannot tell me what to believe in anymore because solid na ako sa paniniwala ko. If you tell me that you have a very good point, I will accept that. Hindi naman ako, wala naman sa nature ko that I refuse good suggestions and good suggestions, especially if it's going to enrich me. But if you are just going to tell me to change my position in what I believe in, syempre, iba naman din ang kaso na yon. Kasi magkaiba, that's why there is a thing that we always say, we should just agree to disagree. Tama ba? Now, with doing that, agree to disagree, sa iba kasi parang mabulaklak ng salita na lang yan eh. How could we explain, Nina, that phrase, agree to disagree? Paano bang ina-apply ng tama yan?
Agree to disagree. Like for example, if there's somebody is telling you about this person na, eto mas gusto ko to kasi ganito to, ganyan. You know naman the fact na you don't agree with what that person is telling.
Mm.
So parang you disagree, but okay, that is your point. I respect your point. And then, cut.
Huwag na natin pahabain, parang ganon.
Exactly. Oo, kasi the reason why nagkakaroon ng batuhan ng negative is because that you keep on disagreeing to things that really hindi na mapuputol. For me, it's better for me to detach than to waste my energy to this person. Lalo na if this person is not agreeing. So I honestly may talaga may main motto in life is to do meditation, to keep in myself, inhale, exhale, and then that's it. Maliliwanagan na yung isip mo. Kasi if you empty your mind with everything that's keep on hitting you, parang pag inabsorb mo lahat yon, hindi ka talaga makakapag-isip clearly. So very important talaga is to empty your mind, meditate about on it, and then inhale, exhale. That's very important when you are detached.
So, pero Mina, there are people who wouldn't just stop. Who wouldn't just stop. You don't know, they don't know when to stop. Ako
meron
minsan
naman
sakit
talaga.
ko yan eh. Nagiging sakit kaya I don't know when to stop. Guilty ako dyan. Yung parang, minsan kasi because of the burst of my emotion, sometimes, para kikipag-diskusyon ako, hindi ako titigil hanggat hindi ka nadudurog sa mga sasabihin ko sa'yo. Well, I'm guilty of that. So, ano mo mapapayo mo sa mga taong kagaya ko mag-isip?
Ako, masasabi ko, bago ka sabi ng sabi, try mo to write everything in a piece of paper. Everything that you wanted to say to that person. Pero wag mo nila sabihin. Parang try to write it down and then burn it. You release it.
Yeah?
Ganun ang tinuturo ko sa mga taong sobrang may anger management. It's very important talaga matutunan yung meditation. Sa totoo lang.
Meditation.
Yes.
Meditation.
Kasi,
So you keep on going back to meditation. Yun nga na-miss out ko yan eh, 'di ba? Dahil nga nung nagkikwentuhan tayo nila Emil sa ni Mac doon sa restaurant ng friend mo, na paborito ko pala by the way.
nanonood yata si Lani.
Hi Lani. Anyway, nung nandoon tayo, hindi mo na naituro sa amin how to meditate. How, for the sake of our viewers, kasi ladies and gentlemen, I think because meditation is, I think, is very important. Because if you will watch, let me just go back a little bit. If you will watch yung movie yung life story ni Tina Turner, yung What's Love Got to Do With It, one of the things that got her by with everything that happened in her life was through meditation.
Actually,
Pero ang ginamit niya kasi yung Indian method yung ginamit ni Tina Turner. Pero meron bang a certain kind of meditation? Is there the strongest kind of meditation or may classification ba ang meditation?
Wala naman kasi ganito Actually, pagka magme-meditate ka, you just need to have your own space and then empty your mind, close your eyes, feel your heartbeat, inhale, exhale, just connect to God, to the universe. Praying is also a form of meditation. But kasi praying kasi is medyo hindi ka pa masyadong nagsusubside. Not unless if you do meditation, you inhale, exhale, you feel your heartbeat, you feel your veins, everything hanggang sa maging relax ka. And then when you do that, andun na, papasok na yung energy, i-release mo yung lahat ng hatred mo, anger mo, stresses mo, and then you exhale love, compassion, and hope. Ganon. Actually, mahabang pagtuturo yung meditation. Pero if you keep on practicing meditation, hindi ka mapapagod. At saka yung mindset kasi.
Dinescribe mo kasi siya dadamahin mo yung breath mo, dadamahin mo yung veins mo. It's a heartbeat, of course. If you're dinadama mo yung veins mo, you will feel your heart as well and everything in your body. Ganon ba yon, Nina? Ganon yon?
Pero kasi meron tayong tinatawag na 7 chakras. So, yung 7
ano yung
chakras
7 chakras na yan?
the crown chakra, which is connected to the higher source, which is God, connected to God. The third eye chakra. The third eye chakra is the left brain and then the right brain.
Okay.
That's the third eye chakra. So
Uh-huh.
throat chakra, so the throat, heart is the heart chakra. The solar plexus is your stomach. This is the source of power. The navel
Uh-huh.
chakra is yung ano
Core.
natin, yung navel natin. And then the
Uh-huh.
root chakra is the coccyx, connected sa physical body. So yung seven chakras na yon, meron yung mga participation and performance.
Uh-huh.
The crown chakra, ito siya. Dito siya. So,
Uh-huh.
yung crown chakra natin, siya yung guidance natin, yung higher self natin. So,
Uh-huh.
the third eye chakra, ito yung thoughts natin. Dito natin pinapasok lahat ng thoughts natin.
Uh-huh.
Yung mga consciousness natin and consciousness, nandito yan sa third eye chakra. And then the throat chakra, ang trabaho niya is yung expression. That's the reason why, di ba, when we met, ang sabi ko sa'yo, malakas yung blue. Kasi you're very expressive in what you wanted. So the heart chakra, ito yung pang-balance ng emotion. And then the solar plexus chakra is the power. Nandito yung power natin. Kaya pag pagod tayo, ang unang sumasakit sa atin, yung stomach natin. Kasi nauubos yung power natin.
Oh. Okay.
Diba? So, the navel chakra is the creativity. And then the coccyx, yung root chakra, is connected to our source na magmamaterialize ka ng something that you wanted in your life. So, when you do meditation, nabawa, si Tina Turner, nag-meditate siya na she wanted something like this to materialize. So, i-meditate niya yun hanggang ipoprocess yun ng buong chakra.
Is there a way of mastering that those chakras?
Yes.
Let's say I would want to get myself into it. How many days or how many weeks will it take for me to master that?
Feeling ko ikaw, it's be easy for you kasi you're artistic eh.
Oh, it has something
Usually
to do with that.
kasi if you're artistic person, you can easily get into yourself in eh. Yun. So, mas magiging madali sa'yo. You know what kasi, Peter, yung power of mind, yung mindset natin, it matters a lot eh. Everything that we do in our life, it's all in the mind eh. If you do good comes back to you. Kasi yun yung nasa isip mo eh. You wanted to do good. Parang pinoprocess yan eh. Ipoprocess yan ng higher self mo o yung conscience mo na tinatawag. So parang, andi dito yan, sa left brain and right brain. Si left brain, minsan, sasabihin niya, eto yung gawin mo. Si right brain, eto naman yung gawin mo. Nagtatalo rin yan minsan. Tapos, expression of self. So, if you express yourself clearly and positively, so mas magiging positive yung outcome nun.
Oh. So basically, Mina, you are, kasi binanggit mo kanina ang law of attraction eh. You are actually, you are basically attracting happenings in your life.
Yes, everyone, all of us. Kasi kaya nga 'di ba ang sabi natin, the power of now. Now is etong now kasi, ito yung dapat na fino-focus natin. This is the power. So whatever we do now will be our future. So if you are, yun yung sinasabi, kung anong tinanim siyang aanihin. Totoo yun.
It's
Kung
biblical.
nagtanim ka ng sama ng loob, aani ka
You
ng
reap
galit.
what you sow. Yeah.
Yun. So that's very, very true. So,
Yeah.
dapat this now, make this something different in your life. And then eventually, on the future, ito yung mangyayari sa'yo.
Okay, because each and every one of us, Mina, has a different belief. Sabihin natin different religions. There's Muslim, there's the Christians, there are Catholics, Iglesia ni Cristo, and everything. Iba-iba ang paniniwala pagdating sa acceptance ng higher being and the highest being, yung relationship sa highest being, tsaka yung practice on how to communicate and commune with that higher being. papaanong inyo-neutral? Kasi, let's say, bawa ako, I'm a Christian, ang kausap ko, Muslim, and then we're going to meditate together. Halimbawa, alam ko, kaibigan ko yung Muslim eh. Tapos, Kristiyano ako. Tapos gusto namin mag-meditate together. Is there a common ground in
Yes,
meditating?
everybody naman has a chakra eh. Every one of us naman has a core energy inside us. Yung pag-meditate naman, kahit na ano pang religion mo, you can do it. There's no specific religion that we need to focus on or specific God that we need to focus on kasi we are empowering ourselves. Diba nga si Jesus Christ is there to teach the apostles because he wanted to empower the apostles. So tayo as son of God. So whoever God you believe in, we believe that we are son of God. So ini-empower tayo ni God to be a better person. A better soul, actually.
A better soul. So kasi nga, if you have a better soul, you have a better disposition, hindi ba?
Yes, exactly. Kasi if you have a good heart and a good soul, pag good yung soul mo, everything will follow. Everything will go with the flow. Okay. For example, ako, I have a mother who is sick. I have 5 children. I am working. So parang ang daming responsibility. I never felt I'm less of a person with all the responsibility. I'm very happy I'm doing it because parang feel ko na this is the flow of the universe. This is the flow of God. So, you just continue to accept all the positive things. And yung mindset is very important. Kaya itong mga keyboard warriors na to, itong mga bata na to, they need to be aware of themselves. Nakakapanghinayang lang kasi actually, yung mga bata nowadays, sila yung mas may highest intellect eh. Talagang iba yung level ng thinking ng mga batang to ngayon eh. Kailangan lang nila ng proper guidance para magamit nila properly kung ano yung gift nila as mga bata pa sila.
Now, you're talking about you're calling the keyboard warriors that naniniwala naman ako na iba mag-isip ng mga bata ngayon because I don't think like my 15-year-old niece because she's very I don't know, she's so gifted. Siguro dahil gano'n na rin. Tapos she's very advanced in her thinking. I don't think like that when I was 15. Now, how would you make the parents determine when to give the proper how to give the proper guidance to the children? Kasi the people ngayon, I don't know what's wrong with our generation that we somehow hindi ko naman nilalahat. I'm sure there are so many people who guide their children well. One of them is my brother and my brothers who guide their children well. Pero ang dami ko rin nakikita na misguided children na may magulang naman. So how do you begin? Kasi ang nangyayari yata, since ang bilis mag-develop ng utak ng mga bata, yung mga magulang parang nagugulat na lang and they don't know how to get into that conversation to make the child see what they are becoming. Saan pwedeng i-chance ng mga magulang yung saan nila pwedeng i-grab yung chance na yon? Is there a perfect time to do that?
Wala naman. You just communicate with your children. Daily asking them, what happened to your day? How was your day? Something like that. Kasi yung communication talaga, yun talaga yung pinaka-unang dapat na ginagawa inside the family. If the family keeps on communicating to each other, hindi mamimisalign yung anak mo. Kasi kaya lang naman nagiging curious yung bata dahil hindi nasasagot ng parent yung gustong malaman ng bata. As I observe, doon sa mga batang na-counsel ko, most of them, hindi nagkaroon ng good communication or conversation with the parents. So, ang tendency, these children will go outside. So, hahanap sila ng mga taong akala nila magiging sagot. Maganda sana kung ang napuntahan nila mga tao na will answer to those unanswered questions are people that will guide them. But what if doon sila napunta sa mga tao na iba yung mindset? Kaya,
Oo.
alam mo, kahit matatanda na like us, kahit matatanda na kami, our parents is, keep on asking us na, oh, anong nangyari sa family mo, ganito, ganyan. Kasi it's very important talaga, Peter. Kaya tingnan
Okay.
mo, di ba, yung nangyayari ngayon, sa social media, nag-aaway yung mga tao. Kasi naghahanap ng kausap.
Oh. I would understand that. But Mina, is there an absolute wrong and absolute right? Or is there something in the middle between right and wrong?
Yes, there's something in the middle.
Mhm.
Kasi,
How
ano
could
eh,
we determine that?
like for example, if you are in the middle guiding these people, these young ones, hindi sila mamimislead.
Mhm, mhm.
Like kami, before, I was also a leader of youth. So, there's a different groups of youth. Nag-aaway-away, yung tinatawag na nagra-riot here in
Mhm,
Cavite.
mhm.
So, si Father Jerome Marquez, SBD siya, siya yung nag-ask sa akin, Nina, what we can do para mapagbati-bati natin itong mga batang to. So,
Mhm.
lahat ng leader ng mga group na yun, kinausap ko, pinag-meet ko, nag-meeting kami. Tapos nung nag-meeting kami, tinanong, ano ba yung point mo? Ano ba yung point mo? Sometimes kasi, listening to them. We just need to listen to them, to listen to their thoughts. Kasi kung pakikinggan natin sila, hindi natin sila sasabihin na mali sila or tama sila.
No
Sasabihin
judgment.
natin, yes, no judgment eh. Kasi once na you judge the person, it will just shut down.
Mhm.
So, hindi na mag-open up. Pero if you just gonna listen to that person and then sasabihin, I think this is the better way of doing like this, ganyan, ganon. So, pagka sinabi mo sa kanya na mas may better way pa, it's, yun, matatanggap niya yun. Mas magiging positive yung ano niya, yung outcome niya.
Mhm. Mina, kasi right now, it's been happening for so many decades. Ang indoctrination ng CPP, NPA, NDF is really something to be worried about. In fact,
Mm.
we have spoken here on 3 p.m. yung mga magulang ng mga na-recruit ng CPP, NPA. And syempre, I just talked to them. I don't know these people. This curiosity you're talking about na hindi pwedeng sagutin ng mga magulang, like the political belief and
Mm.
the kind of ideologies that was spread all over the world by the Marxists, those communist way of thinking. Yung indoctrination kasi is something that really worries the parents right now. In this case, kasi ini-indoctrinate ang mga kabataan nilalagyan sila sa utak ng mga
Mm.
ideologies na the promise of a better Philippines, the promise of a better world, the beauty of absolute equality. Na kung papakinggan mo, para nga namang dinala ka sa paraiso.
Oo.
Because the parents, the values that we learn from our parents are the basic values.
Mhm.
How can we actually approach this problem in a manner na maiintindihan ng mga bata at they wouldn't find it strange that you're telling them this?
Well, ang unang-una diyan kasi maganda diyan, we need to do a true leadership training. These childrens kasi are really gifted in parang mas gifted sila ngayon dahil mas iba yung level of thinking nila. When they lead the group, parang feeling nila they know everything. So, ang dapat lang talaga diyan sa mga bata na yan, aayusin mo, ifo-form mo yung ability nila to lead people.
Mhm,
Kasi
mhm,
ang nangyayari kasi, ang mga bata kasi is like a sponge eh. Na-absorb nila everything. They can easily
mhm,
absorb things.
mhm.
Yung mga bata na yan. So, if we will just train these young ones in a right or in a path na mas matitrain natin yung ability nila to lead, mas magiging maganda yung outcome. Kulang kasi sa
Oo.
leadership,
Kumbaga
sa leadership
parang
training.
kumbaga tinuruan mo sila to believe in a certain form of belief na nanggaling sa'yo kasi magulang ka, syempre who would your children look up to but you, right?
Of course.
So, parang sinasabi mo that as a parent, our job is to really satisfy all the curiosities of the child. Otherwise, mauunahan ka ng kung sino.
Actually, talagang sabihin natin na parents is, basic pa lang yung natuturo niya. But yung pinakamalaking factor kung bakit tayo nandito, kung ano tayo sa bahay.
Okay.
Yun talaga yung pinaka main role ng ano natin, ng family natin. Kaya nga there's a lot of children now are doing these things is because that they find yung friends nila as their family. Diba? Parang they are more comfortable with their friends, with their colleagues because that they found family on these people. Alam mo, ang tao literal kasi we are talaga naman compassionate and loving. The reason why yung mga by nature, we are compassionate and loving people. So, pagka nakakaramdam ka na you are belong, ayun, doon ka napupunta. Kasi you feel the belongingness. Kaya nga, very important eh.
Now, would physical fitness, like taking a hobby, help in detoxifying yourself into this social and social media toxins?
Actually, yan ang nawala sa mga bata ngayon eh. Wala na yung mga sports, wala na yung mga activities outside, which lahat ng time nila na-devote na nila sa social medias and games. Unlike before, ang daming sports. So, dapat yun din eh. Dapat i-introduce din natin yung mga bata into something that they will feel like activities outside, sports, para mabalanse. Kasi when you do social
house, kasi ngayon, ang mga bata hindi pwede maglalabas eh. Naawa nga ako sa mga nakatira dito ng mga anak ng kaibigan ko because they really cannot go out, not even to the amenities, to the pool area. Diba? What could you suggest in that kind of environment when children cannot actually go out?
Indoor games like Scrabbles. Marami naman tayong pwedeng gawing indoor games eh. Ang dapat din naman kasi as a parent, we have to maintain balance, Peter. Like, how many hours lang dapat na i-google ng mga children natin in using cell phones, and then ilang oras ba yung dapat natin i-google sa ganitong bagay. It's a matter of balancing everything. Ang nangyayari kasi, para lang hindi maistorbo yung mga magulang, they will just allow their children to use 24/7. Some of parents kasi parang hinahayaan nila kahit anong oras na yung mga anak nila are into computers pa rin eh. Alam mo kasi nalaman ko yan na pabata ang mga keyboard warriors. Ako, I have teenager na anak.
How about your children? How do you treat your children when it comes to this?
Ay, sabi ko sa kanila, never filter your post. Gusto ko makita lahat ng post niyo. Huwag niyo akong tatanggalin sa Facebook niyo. So I keep on checking what they posted on Facebook. And halimbawa, katulad ngayon kasi pabata ang mga batang nagsisuicide. So, some of the groups, nagki-create sila ng mga suicidal groups, something like that.
Suicidal groups?
They encourage young ones na pag nahirapan to do suicide. So parang ako talaga, I joined that group eh. Sabi ko, how could you do this? You created this group just to ask some of your group mates here to do suicidal. Sabi ko, hindi dapat. There are some groups like that eh. So ako, sinasabihan ko yung anak ko, ano tong pinost mo? Bakit ka nag-post ng ganito? So I check. Dapat tayo mga parents keep on checking what our children is posting or ano man yung takbo ng social media ng mga anak natin. We need to check it talaga.
Now, Mina, you told us to go to the basic, get into the core value, meditate, know your children's activities, and encourage them to do to get hobbies and get into whatever activities you can share with your children inside your house kasi nga hindi pa pwede maglalabas sa mga bata. And then you said that we have to really get into our minds before we post. Think before we click.
Yeah.
That's what you say. Now, with all that's happening here right now, Nina, at sa lahat ng mga sinabi mo sa amin on how to deal with this social media and social toxins, meron ka bang pwede pang sabihin outside of those things that could truly benefit the parents? Kasi ako ang nakikita ko nagsasuffer are the parents eh. And the ones that who are suffering because of the children. At kami, tayo mga matatanda, ang ginagawa naman natin ay nag-aaway-away tayo sa social media platforms and that yung being social media, yung toxicity ng social media, pataas ng pataas. Is there anything more that could be done to this, about this?
Actually, unang-una na dyan, we need to be responsible to ourselves. Kasi tayo yung nagki-create ng future natin eh. So, let's stop blaming each other. Yung sino magaling. All of us are good soul if you have this good intention in your heart. Intention is very important. So you have to assess yourself. Doon sa mga tao nasa politika, I think you have to assess yourself also. Na ano ba talaga yung nararamdaman mo? Kasi it's how you feel inside you. Yung heart kasi never lies yan eh. Never sinungaling yung heart eh. So kung ano yung nararamdaman ng heart, ayun na yun. So ang masasabi ko lang, dapat i-feel natin kung ano ba yung tama sa dapat nating ayusin. 'Di ba? So if you feel like doing it because you have the intention of making this world a better place to live in, so why don't you start the changes in you? And then it will follow. Domino effect lang yan eh. Kasi if you light or if you ignite your light into a good path, everybody will attract your light. Kasi ang mangyayari dyan, the reason why you keep on attracting negative things, like sabihin natin yung ibang mga politician, na-attract nila yung negative, it's because of the intention that they created in their mind.
Oh, okay.
So if you have that kind of intention, it will just bounce back to you eh. May mga, di ba, may mga politician.
Yun ang lumalabas kasi yun ang nasa loob mo.
Exactly. So parang ikaw, without doing any effort, bakit gumaganda to, bakit nangyayari to, it's because that your intention is being attracted with these people. Yung light mo, na-attract mo yung mga tao to drawn to you. If you are truly positive person, everybody will drawn to you. Like Pope John Paul II. The reason why everybody is drawn to him is because that he is full of positive light. He is very warm. Kaya lang, syempre, hindi natin maiiwasan yung mga souls na hindi masaya. They keep on bashing people. So, when you hear those people, just shut down, detach to that person. I know it's not easy, but pag nakita ng tao na hindi ka affected with what they did to you, sila mismo mapapagod.
So pagurin lang sila sa pandemya. Pero magandang sinabi dito yung napanood niya sa Germany. If we have at this point, Nina, we will welcome audience comments and questions if there are.
Sige lang.
Okay. Ito si Rosemary Malabon. Sabi nga, ano daw yan? Blessed are the sincere who pay compliments. It will really change somebody's mood, not only to a child, but yes, most especially to children, mababaw ligaya. Hanggang little by little, their character is developed positively with the spurt of enthusiasm, energy, joy, hope. Then the giver of compliment will also feel much better. Tama sabi ni Miss Mina Siya, her name is Mina. Sabi ni Miss Mina, the power of the now will be the future. Blessed be to all. Ka 3 p.m. Thank you.
Oh, well,
Thank you for
thank
that
you.
comment. Thank you for
Yes,
that comment.
actually, the now is very powerful. Kasi ito yung magiging future natin eh. So whatever
Mhm.
intention that we have in our hearts, if that intention is for the common good of everybody, it will manifest. If all
Mhm.
of us will unite with a good intention to have a better Philippines, we will going to have a better Philippines. Actually, we are
Yeah.
there na eh. Philippines is
Yeah.
just transforming into a new Philippines.
Yeah. We are
Parang,
there. It has begun, kumbaga. Let's
mm-mm.
continue on. Oo.
Actually, ano eh, nagkaroon lang ng pandemic eh.
Yeah. And
I
it's
can say,
worldwide. It's worldwide.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can say naman na maganda naman yung naging resulta even here sa DASMA. Before kasi talagang medyo madaming sabi nating nagkaroon ng development. I
Karoon ng
must say,
development.
nagkaroon ng development sa
Because of the
security,
pandemic.
hindi. Even before the pandemic, when
Mm.
President Duterte started.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yun. So parang, ang maganda dapat sa atin, we just stop complaining. Kasi we keep on
Mm.
complaining. The reason you keep on complaining, parang gusto mo ganito, ganyan, ganito, ganon. The question
Mm.
there is, nakatulong ba yung complain mo?
Parang iba nagko-complain na lang because they feel entitled to do so. And the
Actually,
series, yeah,
that's
'di ba,
that's
no?
common now eh. Everybody is
Oo,
feeling entitled.
yeah, yeah. So ito pa isa nag-comment sa atin si Marivic. Sinabi nga ni Marivic kanina, binanggit niya rin yung law of attraction. Totoo po yan. I have watched a documentary sa Germany. Merong mga teenagers nagkakayayaan magpatiwakal. Website mismo, hindi lang FB groups. Grabe ang panahon ngayon.
Mm-mm.
Ang hirap kasi sa internet, wala tayong kumbaga censorship, wala tayong classification and ratings on the internet, so everybody can just be there because it's a free space. It's a world wide web. And of course it's
Exactly.
worldwide unless we elect a world president, a world senator, world senators and world congressmen, hindi natin siguro masusolusyonan yan, hindi ba?
Mm-mm.
Disengage na lang, sabi ni Marivic. Oo, Marivic,
Mm-mm.
disengage na lang. Pero minsan ang hirap din kasi mag-disengage eh.
Kaya nga
Especially if,
meditate.
oo, meditate, meditate, meditate.
Well,
Heal
when you do
yourself through
meditation,
meditation. O
yes,
sabi ni Odeline Dado, true, whatever you manifest, you attract. Oo rin.
mm-mm.
Oo, tama,
Oo.
tama si Mina. Oo, kaya
Kaya
siguro
nga
dami kong
when you do,
kaaway, masyado akong palaban. Teka muna.
hindi, alam mo, when you do meditation, Peter, dadating ka doon sa point na titingnan mo na lang yung taong kumaga inaasar ka, titingnan mo na lang siya. Diba? Okay. Dadating ka sa ganung point. I mean, kasi parang you're gonna feel like, I don't wanna waste my energy to this person, to this, parang mas maganda na i-waste ko na lang into more
Magiging
positive.
second nature mo na yung gano'n. Naku, parang hindi
Mm-mm.
magugustuhan ni Emilian 'pag naging ganyan ako. Mariscal Eduardo, just always side with a positive attitude. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Of course, that is the best choice you can have is to be positive, hindi ba, Mina, no?
Yeah, oo.
Puwede po kayong puwede po kayang may I create na mag-police sa internet? May mag-create na naku, wala pa yan, eh.
Ay, malabo
Wala
yan.
pa yan.
Mm-mm.
Hindi pa natin alam kung kailan mangyayari yan. But of course, there are, like sa NBI, pag meron na, kaya nag-create tayo ng cyberbullying law para yun naman na maiwasan. Of course, there
Mm-mm.
are cyber crimes na mga sinasabi. Meron naman din na tayong pinupulis. But yung World Wide Web kasi, Mina, di ba yun yung mahirap i-control eh. Like,
Yeah.
the children can just click aside and then napunta na siya sa pornography. Alam mo yung
Mm-mm. Isa
gano'n?
pa
Kaya rin
yan.
naman may child lock ang mga computers natin.
Yes,
Iniingatan din
actually.
naman tayo ng mga manufacturers. What was that last thing, Lilibeth? Ana Marie Bichara, inhale, exhale, ignore. We know better. Yes, Ana Marie.
Tama.
Yes, we know better.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yes.
Pa-practicing ko na yan. I mean, actually, this helps. This helps me. Personally, this helps me. And I hope it helps our listeners to siguro ang masasabi ko dito, Mina, with itong conversation with you, what I realized is I am wasting so much energy on on being a keyboard warrior that I want to become. Yeah. Oo eh. Parang siguro, yeah, tama ba ako that I'm wasting too much energy on that?
Actually, oo. I can say yes. Kasi ganito, Peter eh. Your energy is a very good and you possess a good energy. I told you nga, di ba? I'm so lucky to have met a good soul
Oh,
that
thank you
night.
very
Kasi I
much.
can see the intention eh. Your intention is really good. Kaya lang talagang matapang lang talaga yung soul mo eh. You know, there are people like you na talagang strong talaga yung personality na whatever you wanted to say, you stand for it. Pero there are things naman that hindi naman sinasabi na porket hindi ka lumaban, you are already loser. Sometimes being quiet is also a sign of winning on the conversation. You know the movie na Kung Fu Panda?
Hindi ako mahilig sa animation, but anyway, marami nakapanood niyan, I'm sure.
I have watched that. Yun yung sinasabing inner peace. If you have
Yeah.
inner peace, parang you can create impossible things to possible.
Yeah.
Kasi you focus on it, you believe in it, and then the power is there.
The
So
power
if
is
you
there.
have that kind of thinking, you put power on whatever you believe in, on whatever positive things that you feel that it will be a good for everyone, the power is there. Example na lang. Nobody knows that President Duterte will won as Philippine president, diba? So when the first time I told my mother na, naku, pag tumakbong presidente, yan ang mananalo. Tapos, so true enough, nanalo nga siya. Kasi, everybody, lahat tayong Pilipino are believe in this thing na parang we need a tough president, we need a president na may kamay na bakal and everything. So it manifested to President Duterte because all the qualities that we are asking to the universe, to God, is in the qualities of President Duterte. So that's the collective thought forms of the people.
Because everybody just got so fed up with what's happening for 30 years and nothing happened to the country. At siguro nga collective, we attracted it. We sent it to the universe, God heard it, and He sent us the president.
Exactly. Diba? In America, parang kailangan mabagong ganito kasi parang the Americans need to parang enlighten the discrimination, yung mga ganyan. So, they all pray for that also. And then, Trump is the one na parang nagbigay sa kanila, oops, teka lang, ito yung president na sobrang masyadong mag-discriminate. O, diba? So, parang
Bukasan ang mga mata nila sa discrimination.
Oo. So, everything that happens in a life is a learning process.
Yeah. Like dito, sinabi ni Marivic, I think kaya tayo hindi nagkakaunawaan dahil grabe ang power ng mainstream media since 1986. We were sown a lot of hatred kahit sa schools. Talagang sinasabi diktador si Marcos at ina-amplify pa ng media. Tapos yung iba, nakikisawsaw na rin. Yung repetition ng information, grabe mag-manipulate ng utak ng tao. I believe that too.
Oo, totoo.
Actually, I will just share this. I will just share this to our audience. I was a Marcos hater, a big one. Until a big time ako na Marcos hater. Pag ang friends ko sinasabi Marcos, niraratsyada ko agad. But I got to research on what really happened in 1972 and the necessity of martial law. Kasi masyado nang dinimonize ang martial law eh. Hindi na lang natin naintindihan bakit siya in-implement eh. Basta na lang sinabi, masama ang martial law, but no one was really, at that time, I think no one was really paying attention to why it was declared. But of course, ang tao hindi naman mananatiling bulag, at wala naman talagang sikreto na maitatago habang buhay, kagaya nga ng, pardon the cliche. And then, the other side of the truth came out. Yun naman ang nangyari. ako personally, yung una nangyari sa akin. So Rosemary, sometimes ugali, actions, words ni Madam Mamaluga nakakawala ng stress, nakakatawa. Para sila Dolphin Panchito, komedyante. Ikaw talaga, Rosemary. Ikaw talaga, Rosemary. Pinatawa mo ako. Hi, Janice! I believe that positivity comes with maturity. Ay, oo.
Oo. Actually,
You
alam
will
mo
agree.
ako, I think I was 5 years old or 6 years old during the EDSA Revolution 1. So, naririnig ko na yung nanay ko, yung tatay ko, with the politics and all. Honestly speaking, hindi ko nakitang pangit yung naging regime ni Marcos. Kasi imagine, I live in 80s eh. So, nakita ko how happy is my childhood that time.
Totoo.
Parang nakakapaglaro ka sa labas, yung bilihin sobrang mura, ang linis-linis ng kalsada, everything is good.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry doon sa mga nakikinig na baka
Hindi,
mahatuan
ako
ng
naman,
colors. Pero,
because I am older than you, Mina, eh. So I remember how it was. Ang talagang lagi ko nakikita na nakapaskel everywhere around Metro Manila, yung mantra ng cleanliness is next to godliness. At saka, everywhere you will see sa kauunlad ng bayan, disiplina ang kailangan. You see it every day, so you absorb it.
exactly. That's an affirmation. And aside from that, walang social media that time.
Yeah, walang social
Imagine,
media that time.
yung social media that time is restricted lang na eto lang yung dapat ibalita, which is good kasi unlike now, inopen masyado yung social media. So, it gives a big impact to everybody, especially to young ones, which is, yan ang pinaka-main problem natin. Even in
Hindi kasi
schools,
marami na rin fake news na lumabas.
oo,
'Di ba? Plus
yan.
the mainstream media. Ako actually, I will beg to kind of disagree with you on that, Nina, no? Ako kasi the mainstream media is not doing its job. Is to inform us correctly, aptly, and positively. Kahit because news is news. Kahit may masamang nangyari, kailangan malaman ko 'yan para alam ko kung anong gagawin ko, right? Right now kasi the mainstream media is very, very biased. Hindi pa nakatulong tong Rappler na napaka... yeah, di ba? So ako, the social media is where you get the information that you need. I am not saying that everything you read in social media is accurate, but somehow it gives you something to think about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yun nga eh. Like, for example, itong vaccine na to. Vaccination fight. So, parang, nagkaroon to rin ng fear yung mga tao to have vaccine because of yung mga social news na may namatayan na ganito sa vaccine, ganito. So, hindi na-filter. So, it
Tsaka
doesn't
hindi
help.
sinasabi why. Kasi sinabi na matay lang, tapos walang dugtong bakit. Hindi sinabing, kasi matanda na yan, yung sistema, yung effect, hindi na kinaya ng katawan. Hindi siya namatay dahil binaccinate siya.
Exactly. Kaya tuloy,
Namatay siya dahil sa side effect.
Exactly. Dahil dun sa maling information na bigay. So, ang nangyayari tuloy, most of the mga, sabihin natin, yung mga nasa type C na family, takot magpabakuna. Kasi they feel like, naku, ikamamatay ko yan. Oo, yung mga ganyan. So, parang, diba, yung media was really having this full responsibilities sa mga tao. Kaya sana naman, yung sa mga social medias, yung nasa media, please be responsible naman in everything that you gave, in all information that you gave to us. Especially dun sa mga bata. Kasi yung mga bata na-absorb nila yan eh. Like yung mga anak ko, masyado silang active sa current event. Alam nila kung ano ba to, ganyan. Ako naman, talaga namang nakikinig ako sa mga anak ko. Pag kami tinatanong sila, hindi ko sila pinabibingihan. I attended to whatever questions they have in their minds kasi I don't want them to be curious outside. So gusto ko from my from my part pa lang, I did my responsibility syempre para mag-guide yung mga anak.
Yung
So
mga
sana
anak.
din doon sa mga parents, bigyan din natin ng time yung mga children natin so that our children will not be curious in things. Kasi pag na-curious yan, they will go outside, they will look for other people to ask.
Mm. Well, thank you so much, Mina, for your time. And I hope, hello Ate Mina, love ya, sabi ni
Ay, hello
Janica.
Janice.
Janice
Yes,
pala, sorry.
cousin ko yata
Ayan pa
eh.
ba ng salamin ko? Anyway, thank you, Mina, for being with us and enlightening us. True, sis. Naka-busit yung mga tiwalang media, oo. Alam naman na natin, so we know what to do.
Mm-mm.
With my team here in 3 p.m., we are our advocacy is really to give information not only to our ka 3 p.m. but also to us here in 3 p.m. because we want to share what we can gather and spread it because there is nothing more than the truth to be known.
Yes,
And
oo.
thank you, Mina. Thank you. At guys, for counseling because Mina is a life coach and she's gifted with reading people. Kaya lang sabi niya wag daw ako magpa-read online kasi baka malalaman daw ng aking mga attackers ang aking strength and aking weaknesses. So, wag. But if you want to get in touch with Mina for coaching and counseling and consultation, they can call you through.
Through my numbers,
Mhm.
0939-447-4185.
Mhm.
And I have my Facebook account also, Emina India. You can message me
Irmina
there.
India. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
IRMINA India. Ako po, hindi, totoo niyang name yon. Hindi po yung
Mm-mm.
screen name or professional
Yes.
name. It's her real name. And I was really amazed with her name. Thank you,
Mm-mm.
Mina.
Thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
also if you just need my help, like I'm very much willing to do mga leadership coaching, lalo na sa mga young ones ngayon. Andito
Mm.
lang, you can always count on me, Peter.
Yeah.
Whatever na gusto mo, nandito lang ako.
Oh, thank you very much, Mina. Makakaasa ka na lalapit kami sa'yo. Thank you so
Oo.
much. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much din sa lahat and sana po nakapulutan natin ng aral tong night na to. Thank you,
Oh, I'm sure.
3 p.m.
Ako, ang dami ko natutunan. Thank you, Mina. 3 p.m. is so happy to have you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night. God bless you.
Good night. God bless.
And that's it. So, ako na parang if you notice my voice, it got a little bit relaxed than the past episodes that I was hosting because I think listening to the things that Mina told us tonight made me realize the energies that I have been wasting, getting angry, getting mad, and I have forgotten the saying that goes, "He that angers you conquers you." Yan po ang siguro dapat nating tandaan lagi na instead of ang sarap kasi makipagbakbakan, especially itong mga ginagawa ng mga kampo nila, ng mga pinklawan, eh, no? Ang sarap talaga nilang sagot-sagutin and put them in their place. But what we also have to understand is where are we in the place that we want to place them? Nasaan naman tayo habang ginagawa natin yun? We are also in a place na nakakonquer tayo nila. I think strategy nila talaga yun, eh, nagalitin tayo. So what we can do now is we can just support the people we want to support, of course, not their candidates, not their senators, not their congressmen, not their district representatives, not their barangay captain. Aabot na tayo doon. We will try to determine this with a sound mind, a sound body, a sound spirit, with good intentions together. We will dictate the kind of country that we want to have and we totally deserve. As we say here all the time, Iisa lang ang ating bayan na dapat nating alagaan. Kaya't bago ang sarili, Pilipinas muna. Meditate, talk to God, listen to your body, and enjoy life. Let's put them all down graciously. I-exit natin sila ng magandang-maganda sa 2022. Janice, okay, copy. Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good night.